Hey yo interneters, welcome back to another pin spinning video. And so for today we're going to be learning how to do the spider spin FLTA, which stands for fingerless thumb around, by the way. And so yeah, I want to thank everyone who suggested this pin trick, and also I want to apologize for taking so long to learn this pin trick for those who suggested a long time ago. And yeah, now we're able to learn this pin trick. And for those of you who don't know what the spider spin is, here's a quick video of Pin Spinning Central doing the spider spin with the fingerless thumb around. And so if you haven't checked out Pin Spinning Central channel out yet, please make sure you do so. I'll leave a link to the channel down in the description below. For the spider spin, it's kind of like an advanced pin trick, so I don't recommend you like going about and try to learn this right off the bat. There are a couple of pin tricks that you can learn to make learning the spider spin a lot easier. And the first one will be the palm spin fingerless thumb around. The next one will be the double thumb around. And for the last one, I'm sure it's obvious, you have to know how to do the fingerless thumb around. And luckily, I do have a lot of these videos because I did learn this trick before, and I'll leave it up here for you to click. With all of that being said, let's just get right into learning the spider spin fingerless thumb around.
So it's like pretty late, I think. Yeah, it's like 11:30 now at night. I'm getting sleepy. This is the first day of learning the spider spin. Put you guys right here. We're gonna try and do this. We're gonna try and do the Spider-Man spin. How you're supposed to connect the thumb around to the top of your middle finger, because it doesn't make sense. It keeps getting stuck by my middle finger like that. Yeah.
After about an hour of working with the spider spin on day one, I'm able to balance the pin on my middle finger sometimes, not all the time, and it's not consistent, but I'm happy that I'm able to actually do that.
I'm balancing the pin. I'm getting it. Good one. I like that one. That was actually a good one.
And so yeah, we ended on day one in a good note, and I was pretty satisfied with that, so that's good news. And so that's gonna take us to the next day.
So we're back at it again, day 2, and roughly around the same time. Here we go. It's so hard.
And so for day 2, there wasn't much change compared to day 1 in how I'm learning the spider spin. At least like me learning how to balance it is still inconsistent, and I pretty much didn't progress anywhere. Except maybe the only difference you could say is I was like extremely frustrated from day 2. So day 2 wasn't a complete waste, right? I was able to actually learn something from there, and I learned how to kind of balance the pin a little bit more. And here's what I mean by that. So what I've learned from like a combination of day 1 and day 2 is that when I'm doing the thumb around and I do it to where the pin center point comes into my thumb, like it spins into my thumb, and right when it's about to turn into my thumb, I would actually just turn my wrist over, palm up, and the pin will roll about right here on top of my middle finger. And make sure you see that there's the center point of gravity of your pin. It has to spin on top of your middle finger like this and stay like this until it spins around, and then you can do a fingerless thumb around. And I noticed that anything off from the center of gravity, going like here or like over here, the pin will just completely fall. Which makes sense because this is the center point of gravity, and that's where the balance is. So as you can see, when I'm leaving my finger like this, you can see that the pin is balanced, and then it just has to spin. And also another thing I learned is that the faster I spin it right into my thumb like this, the easier it is to keep the pin spinning like this in one spot. But if I spin really weak and it gets to right here to my middle finger, it will just like slide off and stuff. And with all of that, that's basically it for day 2, and moving on to the next day.
Day 3. Yeah. Hopefully we gain something out of day 3. Yeah.
As you can tell for day 3, you can see in the video that there's a slight difference. And basically I'm adding that flick motion that you do for the fingerless thumb around with when you're doing the palm spin. That's the only thing I added for day 3, and that's pretty much the summary of it. And so what I mean by the flick motion. Basically, when the pin is coming inside my thumb here and I'm turning my wrist over, as I'm turning my wrist over, I'm doing like this circular flick motion to help, right? It's to help the pin spin on top of your middle finger and guide it in some ways. So pin spins into the thumb. As it's spinning and you're turning your wrist over, I would then like do this back. I pull back slightly and then I go up like that.
So this is day 4 of practicing the spider spin, and yeah, let's just get to it.
By day 4, I'm able to do the flick a little bit more consistent while on top of having the pin balance more consistent. And now all I need to really do is actually do the spider spin and catch it, because it's been a hot minute and I haven't done a single spider spin yet in 4 days time. And so yeah, finally, right, I managed to actually do the spider spin for the very first time right there. And yeah, after I did the spider spin for the first time, I was able to starting to do it more consistent, and that's mainly because I got the balance down and I'm able to do the flick a little bit better and more smoother. So yeah, that helped a lot, and this is when I'm able to do the spider spin more often, but it's not consistent. I know what you're thinking, like, what changed on day 4 that made me able to do the spider spin? I completely don't know, because I guess it was a lot of practicing and a lot of hours that I put in, and I'm able to finally do it, and I got more comfortable with it. But the spider spin, it feels exactly like the palm spin, but the only difference is it's a little bit more technical, because you want to have the center point of your pin balance on top of your middle finger. You have to have a lot of balance and control to have that to work. And you're balancing on a small surface area compared to your palm, but still on day 4 it's still not consistent enough, and I didn't do it 3 times in a row. So I gotta dedicate the very last day, which is the next day, into dedicating to learn that, because like it's late at night.
Alright, so this is day 5? Yeah, day 5. Ooh, 3 times in a row. We got it. We got it.
And so I spent a total of 5 hours, 9 minutes, and 46 seconds before I'm able to say that I learned the fingerless thumb round, and that's when I'm able to do it 3 times in a row. But keep in mind, my spider spin is not all the way there yet. I still drop the pin quite a bit, and I'm able to do it like, you know, every 3 attempts. So it's not consistent enough for me, and I will continue to practice this. Overall, I enjoyed learning this pin trick. It was a lot of fun, and I think it's a really awesome trick. And that's pretty much all I have for today. And if you enjoyed the video, please make sure you show it by hitting the like and subscribe button. And like always, thanks for watching, and until next time. That was a weird until next time. There you go.